Bum, bum, bum. Yo, yo, yo. Just going live. Some other lives ended. So just wanted to jump on here. Love chatting with everybody. Put up a little video on my Instagram, Flips Finds Fun. If you haven't checked it out, go ahead and do so. Seems to be doing really well. And it's also something we can talk about. Notice that eBay's having a little bit of trouble again with the stuff like kind of showing up free shipping. I've now seen at least 3 that I know I put shipping on, and once it's sold, free shipping. So let me know if you have seen that. Let me mute that there. What's up, Yakov? Yakov, the inspiration for this live. Yep. What's up? Yeah, I don't know if I've like officially met you, Tracy. Like I've seen you in some chats. Really appreciate when you jump in here and stuff. I was talking to Yakov last night. I was like, yeah, she's talking about doing like you're talking about some like food stuff, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Andy, what's up on the West Coast, bro? How is it going? So yeah, really just wanted to do this live to give, doing this 14-day challenge. Already feeling like this week's going to be better than last week. I was, able to get right up to 80 things listed last week, and kind of rolling into this week with some sales, kicking off the beginning of the week, which is a great thing to see. I don't know if you guys saw. I was trying to focus on the great things because mentally I was a little bit like, man, I worked really hard on listing and sales were just not where they have been. Very slow weekend, but it was really good to kind of see this building up already. It's only Tuesday and I'm already halfway to where my sales were last week. So it's really good. Oh, Tracy, so the challenge, really fun. It's a tough one. As I'm getting into this week, I want to quit already, but staying focused. It's 14 days. I challenged myself to say, I'm calling it the money in versus money out challenge. If basically what that means is how many sales can I drive in by using my extra time to just list, no sourcing, so no going out and getting new inventory. If we all have death piles out there, it was working on turning that death pile into cash or getting rid of it. So I did a yard sale to get rid of it, donated a lot of stuff, and then went into like listing overdrive. The only money out that I spent was to help my business besides getting more inventory. So it was buying shipping merchandise, buying, restocking on my labels, getting boxes, that kind of thing. Working on organizing my office, working on answering customers' questions, just doing better with all my procedures. It was really to focus and say, if I didn't spend any money on new inventory, how much money could I just bring in, and how could I better do this business of reselling? So in the first week, sales were lower than I've seen in the past couple weeks. That's not always due to listing. That's just reselling. That's the market. But what I did realize is I was listing better items, and I was actually getting better profit per item. Like when you look at your percentages, most of the time, I don't know about you guys, it's like if you sold 500, your profits of like 250, 300 because of how, your breakdown. Everybody sits usually at 50%. I was a little over 65%. So basically saying I was keeping 65% of what my sales were, which is really good. Once I deducted, hey, what's up, Kat? Once I deducted my cost of goods, my shipping, and my fees, I was still pulling in some pretty good money. So the cool part is I'm well on my way of 15 days listing 150 items. That's going to be my goal by Friday. Have 150 brand new items listed, and just really be able to do hey, I didn't spend any money on new inventory. I made myself work on the inventory I already had, and just try to get it out there. Try to do what I can. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this in. I'm always down to chat with anybody. Um, that wants to talk, hang out, just having a fun night. Maybe it's just something fun in the background for people while they're listing, having a good time. How have your sales been? That's what I would like to know. Like, did you have a good weekend? Was it tough? Was it successful? Let me know in the chat. I mean, my sales, like I said, so far this week have been good. Of course, it has been shoes. It's been really good. Really, really good. Do my shameless plug, just one day. If they just say, hey, we'll sponsor you, awesome, I'll go with it. But yeah, how's everybody doing tonight? What's up, couple of pickers? Thanks for hanging out. Ugh. Kat, the live tonight was really good. Really good input. Yeah, poor Calvin was probably feeling a little attacked. Sorry, choking there. But good thing is like if he explores that avenue, turning that little switch on there, getting your global shipping on, like you just increase your opportunity of sales. You're pretty well protected. I forgot whose video I was watching that actually talked about that. They said they shipped something out and then it was damaged from Kentucky to there when the buyer got it, and then eBay actually took care of the damages. It didn't bounce back on them. So, oh, that's so awesome. Had an international sale, direct shipping to Australia during the show. See, either that or like people were like hacking the system just to prove it to Calvin, because it seems like everybody was getting international sales. I have a pair of Jordans heading to Australia as well, so that's pretty cool. I pass those up all the time. I'm telling you, like, I sold a $115 Seiko watch to a guy in the UK. Yeah, I got this pair of Jordans going out. These are the ones, the Air Ones, and then I have another pair of Jordans. No, another pair of Nikes heading to China, actually being shipped out tonight. Well, packed out tonight to go out tomorrow. I've had a lot of luck. I just sent out a golf shirt somewhere over kind of I don't know if it was South Korea maybe. So really, really good. The animal wicker is trending right now too. See, keep sharing that good info. I know. I was definitely intrigued when you got on the basket talk. When I saw that, I think you had on Instagram, Cat. Um, I was definitely like, okay. But Cat, you helped me out with that during the whole quarantine season when you were going through glassware and stuff like that, because that seems glassware is one of those things that's always passed by at the like thrift stores and yard sales. People just walk by it. Yeah, and I know, Kat, that's a good question for you. I know they're lightweight. Well, most of them are lightweight, but do you have trouble with like the size of box you have to put some of those wicker pieces in, or do you just try to focus on small ones? What's up, Mr. Bill? Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, just something with the name. We were just all like, maybe it was just embedded in us. We were just like, okay, go flip stuff, make money doing it. Your name's Josh. You have to. I have a really good friend. His name's Josh, and he has no interest in it whatsoever. So he disproves that point for me all the time. See, Yakov, when Yakov says interesting, guys, what you don't know, that means he is going to be somewhere tomorrow, or he's actually on an auction site right now, looking up. He's like, animal baskets, animal wicker. He's doing it right now. I know him. He's looking to see who in the Staten Island area has these animal baskets right now. Sorry, I'm giving away your secrets, Yakov. Oh, so that's good to know. So yeah, I saw the sold, but yeah, so okay. As long as you put covered shipping on there, that's good. Yakov, if you're asking me tonight, I'm gonna focus on a few more pair of shoes. I still have two giant totes. Me and Yakov were chatting on Instagram last night, and I was showing him I got two big totes of shoes. I can fly through about 10 of those pair in about 30, 40 minutes, so that's not too bad. And then I'm gonna open up. I almost have my second overflow tub that's back here on the rack. So I'll be able to empty my second one. That'll be two of my eight totes that were full of stuff. I'll have two of them emptied, which for me, that's a win already. I've had that rack full of unlisted merch. Well, not merch, but same thing, inventory. And just to have the opportunity to have two more empty bins to then move those bins right over to my listed rack. I have a 3-rack system. If you guys never seen the office tour that I've done before, I keep one 6-foot by 4-foot rack. I can fit like 2 bins per shelf all the way down. I've definitely exceeded that, but I keep one full of totes full of my death pile. I try to keep my death pile off the floor since I'm in one office. But then I have 2 more racks, same size, so 6 foot. They're 5 shelves. So I have 10 shelves full of listed merch. And then I'll just empty a tote, replenish it. Kind of my cycle system. So one goes into the next one. But yeah. Gave away 2 truckloads full locally free today. Yeah. And yes, you give it away, they're happy, but it's also you feel happy because you've emptied some space out, which is good. We made the decision when we did our yard sale, which we did pretty good. A couple big things. I snap pictures and I put them in the yard sale. So if they sold, but I also just listed them on Facebook Marketplace. And if what that did, this is a cool little trick that I've learned. Um, Advertised our yard sale on Facebook Marketplace. Got about 4 higher priced items or more sought after items, listed those separately, and told people that they would be available at the yard sale. So what was cool is if they came for that one item, they would say, "If this is this available?" And I says, "Yep." But it's first come first serve. It's at this yard sale. That person came for that item and checked out the yard sale. So it was pretty cool. Definitely, definitely. It's good to do this time of year. I'm telling you, we're all coming out of this like slowly but surely this quarantine season, and what's just going to be really good is making decisions on I'm going to sell it or it needs to go. So that's really good. That's really good to see, Kat. Um, Part of what I did with the yard sale stuff, whatever didn't sell, I supply my local Goodwill because I know there's resellers there, and I had a lot of good $5 to $15 items in that yard sale that I wasn't just going to get around the listing. So I donated a lot of it to Goodwill. My rule is after the yard sale, I don't take anything back in the house. Nope. All right. Well, I have my guest that I've been hanging and chatting with for the last uh, probably week now. This guy's become one of my close friends in this reselling industry. I love it, guys. Y'all welcome, and maybe he'll share his real name if y'all know it. But he goes by Yakov Benz.
Hello.
What's up?
Oh, wait, now I'm half screen. Turn. There we go. Much better. Hello, everybody.
So are you looking up the animal baskets right now?
Am I looking up? I have like 3 computers going. One's the work computer, trying to figure out what my schedule is like tomorrow. The other one is the YouTube computer, trying to figure out the chat.
Yeah.
And this is the 3rd computer going live. Doing everything at one shot. And I'll have the tablet for work also. So, yeah, trying to get everything settled here.
Mr. Bill says, "Hey."
What's up, Bill? How are you doing today?
Yeah, we're praying for Lisa. She's being held hostage until everything's cleaned or purged. It's part,
What I
you
missed.
know, that's part of my challenge. It's like getting my office organized, getting my inventory organized, working on all that stuff. It was just needed, you know.
It's needed for everybody. You got to get rid of the death pile. You're gonna lose money if you're not gonna get rid of the death pile.
I took my lunch break today. Have another coworker. Her husband's going to get into reselling. He's got a crazy scheduled job. We have a big like power plant around here, and he works the shutdowns that they do. So basically, he works 15 to 18 days like nonstop, and then he's off for 2 months. And so he wants to get into reselling, and that was part of the stuff that she was talking to me about. She's like, "Hey, we have lunch in the office, and then can I just pick your brain on some reseller questions and stuff like that?" And I said that line. I said, "Now, if you go out and buy a bunch of stuff and you don't sell it, you're not a reseller. You just have a really bad collecting, habit." I was like,
a hoarding habit, which I think some of us may have.
"Oh yeah," but she was like, "Yeah, I keep buying all this other stuff, and then I like it," and I was like, "This might not be good for you. You have to be able to let it go." But really good chat, and I like seeing people that. And she even said, like, "What kind of stuff do you like to learn about?" I said, I love listing a multitude of stuff, but I also like knowing she's really into like equestrian, horse saddles, equipment for like horse riding and stuff. She knows a lot of that.
It's way above my head.
Well, no, and that's what I said. I was like,
I'd rather get into the wicker baskets shaped as animals.
What I told her, I was like, be that person. Let that be your your little niche, you know?
Yeah, it's a crazy niche. I mean, obviously, I don't know what the market's like for that, but
It's
probably is
incredible.
really.
She had me look up a like a comp for her. She said, "Hey, I think this saddle was pretty valuable." And I said, "What is it?" She gave me this like specifics on it. She bought this saddle for $200 at auction, which I was like, "Whoa, $200 for a saddle?" There's one for sale right now, and they want $12.95 for it.
What?
And then there's a sold comp for $8.95 plus $56 shipping.
Where's she getting them from?
Down here in Virginia.
Yeah, we ain't finding no horses in New York. I can tell you that much.
But she knows like the good companies, the brands. Oh yay! My wife said she was gonna get a profile picture, so she just wouldn't be a green M. There's my awesome wife.
Hi, Brittany. How are you doing?
He remembers.
I have to learn. You know, I'm learning the Southern lingo.
Oh, it's not Southern. No, I just pick on her and I call her Brittany.
Oh, okay.
But I said, hey, do you want to work on a couple shoe listings? And she kind of gave me this like, eh. I was like, no, go hang out. You're good.
You want to
I'm gonna
work
get
in
knocked
couples? Oh,
stuff
my
off.
wife's shaking her head too.
See, Kat, I love it. Maybe it's just like going around. Maybe this is just happening to everybody. Everybody's like, I got to get organized. I got to work on this because
Man, you are right. Hit the thumbs up button. I have not done that. Now I have.
thanks so much, Z Man. But yeah, all right, Yakov, did you get? Well, I know probably not since last night. Do you have a plan so you can go ahead and list? I think you had what 200 items in there
Should I
in
show
those
you what my
boxes.
schedule looks like for tomorrow at work? I haven't even. The second I texted you, I'm like, I have to listen to something. I have to listen to something going on. So I heard cats
Right.
live, and then cat ended the live, and I'm like, now what? So I
Yeah.
need something going on. So
Yeah.
here you're going on, and I can continue getting to work. That's it.
I was eating a snack, sitting on the couch with my wife, and I was like, and I was even telling her, I was like, I got to get in there. I got to get to listing. Got to get something done. And then I tell her, I lean over and I was like, all right, Yakov's wanting to go live. I think I'm gonna go live. Like Yakov's like, I need something to be planned, man, so I can like get to work and stuff. And I said, well, maybe I'll go in there and I'll list and I'll go live. And he was like, all right, let me know. And I was like, nah, I'll just go live. He'll get the notification. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I eventually got it, and eventually got on.
So I want to continue this conversation. If you all, boom, let's celebrate that right there for Kat. 1,600.
Wow.
Kat, it was like a few weeks ago. I feel like you just got monetized and stuff. Like
Yeah, remember that.
they say, like when you just hit those certain levels, it just goes. It just keeps going. Um,
What are you at? I'm trying to find out.
I'm at two something, 228 last time I looked. 230.
Oh, okay, cool. Moved up a
Hit
little bit.
230, which I've been super impressed with. I was looking over my statistics and I was like, man, I started April 1st. I started on April Fool's Day to play a joke on everybody and start a YouTube channel.
All right. Yeah, that'll be
Like that day, I had decided to. I was talking to my buddy. He's got a pretty good channel. He's a big influencer, does all the stuff on Instagram. And the whole month of March, I was like, all right, do I do my Instagram first? Do I do my YouTube? I really want to get this going. He said, do them both. And I was like, oh my gosh, what's like my name gonna be? How am I gonna brand this? And he says,
Pat, how do we hit him to 300? We need to hit him to 300. How do we do it? What's up, Philly
uh,
Pitcher?
well, thank you so much, Kat. I'm gonna continue to play the hack game and jump on lives. I'm gonna jump on some non-reseller lives and just bring more people into the reselling community.
Interesting.
I'm gonna use some different tags in my video listings.
Yeah, but where are you gonna find these other lives?
Oh,
I don't even know how to work this.
oh, I find them.
I just happened to stumble upon reselling, and ta-da, that's where I am.
But yeah, when did you
Oh,
start,
wow.
Kat? April 1st?
Not of this year.
I was about to say, Kat. I was like, you putting me to shame.
That's impossible. You're right. You have too many videos out.
What she was doing daily. I mean, she
Yeah,
was
she
grinding
was.
them out. She really was. I'm telling you. Kat has been an inspiration in this circle of people we have.
She has been big time to actually be able to do everything she does.
Yeah. You know, just holding down, you know, being a mom. She has one in diapers and another one graduate, full-time job. What's up, Sam? What's up? Everybody's hanging out.
Kat, did you actually verbalize that to them when they picked up the stuff?
What are you talking about, this one?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. See, my wife's so smart. I think she meant YouTube and Instagram at the same time. But yeah, Kat, that's something fun that I do. And this is, and Kat, what we're doing right now, we're actually speaking into Yakov. Guys, I'm letting the cat out of the bag, Yakov. Yakov recorded himself for a little bit at the thrift store the other day.
Yeah, I could show you that part. That part I could show you. I got very overwhelmed. Very overwhelmed.
But guys, right now you need to encourage him. Like he's like, all right, I'm gonna try to film it. But to Kat's notion to encourage you, Yakov, most of the people I talk to, and they tell me like, what are you doing or filming? And I tell them, like, all the Goodwill employees I run into, they go, oh, that's so cool. They were like, what kind of stuff do you like to sell? They ask questions. And then I had a guy, I mean, he was so old school, he probably didn't sub. And if he is, I'm so sorry, sir, if you're watching right now, because he pulled out a piece of paper and he was like, what's the name of the channel? And he like wrote it down. And I was like, oh gosh, does he not have a phone? I was like, but like I've had people instantly want to subscribe and hang out, and I love it. I love it.
Yeah, well, here is my 2-second clip. Well, it's 30 seconds of me looking at like one aisle.
Turn the brightness down. Turn the brightness down if you show it to the camera. So
what? Let me see. Was the brightness down? Okay, fine. Brightness.
Yeah, easier to see.
Oh, there it is. Okay, let's see if that.
You guys are getting a sneak peek to Yakov's first reselling
video. This is just a.
Has to be interesting.
Look at this, guys. This is the birth.
This place looks like a wreck.
Oh, but you found some good stuff, man.
Yeah, but this place looked like a wreck. I couldn't even I'm so overwhelmed. I said, oh, plush. Let me look at the plush and play with something on the side.
Jimmy, keep telling him, man. I'm telling him.
I had to get off the phone in order to start doing comps and figure out what the heck is going on, but it was so packed.
He did. He told me because Yakov called me. He was in the thrift store and he goes, dude, there's so much stuff in here. He was like, here, let me run these shoes with you. And that Goodwill was like, whatever. Was it a Goodwill or just
yeah, it was a Goodwill. It was a Goodwill I went into, but
it was a honey hole though.
The place is just all over. I mean, if you could see like the first part of this video, let's see if I could get it the first part to go. Like you see, like everything is legit on the floor and all over. Nothing is at all like it's nothing what you. One of my comments is not what you really see on YouTube. If you see any of your videos, what you see like the racks of shoes. Over here, there was no racks of shoes. All the shoes were piled on top of where the clothes are. So like you had all the clothes, and then on top of that were all the shoes. And it was like, oh my god, I have to go through all of these shoes, and I have to figure out what's what. And like, let's look for Asics, let's look for Brooks, let's what am I doing? Like, oh my gosh, do I have to go to take that Sony cassette and DVD player thing over there, put that on the side, go do comps, and forget it. I was legit going all over the place. I didn't even know how to calm down and just relax.
Hey, well, Kat, if you're down a person, holla at your boy. I'm always down for a live, or just get me on whatever schedule you got. I'm down. Anytime. But yeah, everybody's giving you your first lesson. Turn your phone
horizontally. Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Go landscape, because that's going to play better through your video, your view.
Got it. Your question, Tracy. Do you want content of me going through? Because I see a bunch of YouTubers going into the thrift store, recording everything they see. Some doing voiceovers, some not doing voiceovers. I don't know if I even have the time for a voiceover. And then afterwards, going and doing. This is the haul. This is what I got, and these are the comps to it. So should I just like, guys, I'm going into Goodwill. I'll speak to you soon. Got to go do comps and then show you everything? Or would you rather me take you through the whole scenario of me checking out everything and all the comps?
Guys, speak into this. Like, we're helping a guy launch this awesome, like, he's got some old videos. He did, like, we looked at his channel last night. Yakov hasn't done a reselling video, and he's already at like 40 some subscribers.
41.
He's got a head start.
Probably gonna do some because I didn't put anything into it.
But if I was just speaking for myself, I was like, Yakov, your personality is great. Dude, we love your New York accent. Like, that gives you that.
I don't think I have a New York accent, but all right.
All right, liar. But I think you filming quickly, like, even that footage, if you would have had that sideways, that could have been like the ultimate like teaser. If I saw that for the first 15 seconds, I'd stay for that video, because I'm like, dude, he's in a thrift store that looks packed out. What did he find? And then you could have just done a whole voiceover and be like, I didn't pick this up. Well, I was going to pick this up, but blah, it was worthless. Like, dude, put your own little spin on it.
You got to figure out how to attach the phone to like right here.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't have a GoPro, so I can't go like that. And besides the point that people are going to look at me like, what the heck? I mean, I don't even know how you guys do it, actually going around with a GoPro and actually answering up to people that, yeah, I sell on eBay and I do YouTube. Drop the pen.
Oh, what did I not read further down? I missed something.
I'm going to go up.
No, I did read what Dapper said. He was like, yeah, Kat can't take guests until 2021 or something. Yeah. She's got like the little pull tab system like the DMV used to have. It's like, take a number. No, Kat, I am totally down. Next week, let me know what I need to do. I'm totally fine with that. And then this is a true thing, guys. And if you can give any help, Kat, I put in your chat on your premiere late last night. Yakov and I were talking on Instagram, and you went live. You had the premiere. That was totally fun. I think it was one in the morning Eastern Standard Time. And I use KindMaster. It's actually cell phone editing. So I switch if I have GoPro footage, I switch it over to my phone. And then I edit everything through my phone, and they have some background tracking that doesn't get dinged like Adobe. So I'll definitely send you a link to that. It is a paid app, but I pay one cost per, it's like $40 for the whole year. And I do all my video editing just on my phone. So
I'm going to do this after. Gotta switch up this over here. All right. Tommy.
Yeah. So Dan says, yeah, watch Dapper Tiger's latest video. I like his format for thrifting. And then Dan, you said something else also. Yeah, Yakov, like hearing you talk and give your kind of voiceover of why you pick something up or put it down teaches, like you said, you said you like to hear the voiceover because sometimes you're driving in your car and you just at least want to hear.
Yeah, for sure.
So I would go with that same, what helps you when you're listening, or if you're, like you said, listening, you're not totally watching the video, but if you heard something like, they're like, oh man, look what I found, you'd probably turn over and go, oh, what was it? I
How
think
do
that's
you
going to
edit this
engage you
stuff?
better.
Like,
Huh?
what does everybody use here? What does everybody use to edit? And finally, I can't imagine how long it takes, but let's say how. I mean, the only reason that I'm actually considering doing this is basically for you guys out there because, truthfully, I have a lot of other listings to put up and stuff like that, but this is totally like in support of what you guys did for me, teaching me all this stuff. I guess whoever else is out there is going to learn eventually also. But
Yeah,
got to pay back somehow.
Tommy's got a good point here. Like when you do your voiceover commentary, I did the same thing. I said I actually had 3 people do it. I said, hey, timestamp a spot in the video if you saw something that I missed. Now, the insider for the YouTuber, if you get anybody to watch your video, rewind a little bit, and to watch a clip back again, you got longer view time than the actual allotted video time anyway. If you can get somebody to go back and watch another 30 seconds of your video, it's a super smart thing to do, and people will engage. And if you go back and read your comments, you'll actually find more stuff, you'll learn more, which is really cool. That's a good point, Tommy. But yeah, you guys, I'm looking through the chat now. Let Yakov know. Yakov, you said what phone do you have?
Android.
Android. And then what kind of computer do you have?
Chromebook.
Okay.
And 1 Windows.
Yeah, guys, let him know if you yeah, I like InShot for Android as well. Yep. I've got InShot Sam.
Jimmy, why don't you like the voiceovers?
Yeah, I noticed Jimmy.
I don't have the time to actually sit and like watch through everything that's being picked. Personally.
Yeah, KindMaster is what I use for Android. So if you have an Android phone,
Is it free? Do I have to pay for it?
they have a free version, but it's going to throw the KindMaster watermark on there. The paid version removes the watermark, and then I get all the access to all the premium like transitions.
Wait, it watermarks through the whole screen or watermarks in the corner?
Like in the corner, and then a lot of the stuff on there is still locked as well.
Oh, really? How much is it? Wait. Let's download it. KindMaster, right?
Yeah. See, Jimmy, I love your soothing voice. I honestly, because I always want to see when you're sourcing, you do such good edits. You put these drop-ins of like the arrows and that stuff. I love it. But I would love hearing you voiceover on like, especially when you watch your video back and you're like, dang, I should have picked that up. Man, I should have got that. Like, even if you just drop those little lines in there, dude, I think it'd be great because what I caught myself doing the other day, I was listing and I saw a bunch of stuff you walked through and looked at. And because I couldn't see what was totally in your hand, I was tempted to fast forward to see what you were going to have on the table at the end. I was tempted to go, okay, what did he actually get? Dude, I think you'd kill it with voiceovers. Kat, I think that would be super good content. I think that would be really, really cool. That's some of the stuff that I'm going to be working on in the next couple of weeks of just like what I'm able to, you know, I want to give stuff away. I like saying thank you to different people. And I think if you can film content like that, that's what's going to show people more of the inside of what this reseller community is kind of about. Yes, we make money, but we like helping other resellers and other just people in general do well as well.
Yeah, I hear that, Jimmy. So I'm trying. I'm gonna try. We'll see what happens. I have to go thrifting again. That's the real deal at this point. I mean, I made whatever I made, but I could put together and go all through the hole that I have and then post that and see what it is. But again, I have to, I guess, get the hang of it and find something that I like to put up rather than just put up raw stuff that I just recorded just to see how. I mean, I don't see a problem with it. I might as well just try it and see what happens with it. See what advice I'll get out of it.
See, there you go right there, Andy. Yeah, I'm like, even like you don't have to give us like line for line what you do. I was like, I love Jimmy's just like little quick cut to lines, and Jimmy's voice is like a combination of Fergie and Jesus. So true.
Different strokes for different folks.
No, I like that. I like that cat. That'll be cool. I'm trying to figure out who do I have in here. I know I
Sam,
got
I'm
some
going
mods
to
in
try
here.
to download this Kind Master and see if it'll see what I can do with it. I have to at least put all the stuff I recorded together. I've made 2 intros, so I might put the 2 intros together and say, "Here you go, guys. What do you think? Which one was better?" It's a raw footage. I said, "You're gonna get all the bloopers because I ain't editing this."
Hey man, raw videos do well. I'm telling you. Nah, that's the best advice right there. That's what I was saying, Yakov. The things that you say you like about videos, dude, I would do that, man. Make what you want to see, Yakov.
I guess I'm gonna do a voiceover, and then I'm gonna have to actually look at the whole afterwards and discuss. But you know what? You know what I see that's missing? Everybody talks about the comps and so on and so forth. I think ChAT basically, because ChAT puts out a lot of content that we see, like when an item sells. Like you could tell when every CVS bottle of nasal spray is selling, and how fast and how long it takes. But when it comes to like all these other things that we get, like the shoes and so on and so forth, you don't know exactly how long you're going to be sitting on it for. That I feel is an important thing. So like,
Yeah.
okay, so we got this. It hopefully it'll take some time to sell. We'll update you when it sells.
Next yard sale, something like I think will be cool too. Nah, man, I love like your foot, dude. Guys, if you didn't see, was it your latest one? Like just even you walking up to the car, it's like if you almost just put the GoPro in the seat and like put the seatbelt over it. Like he had it was GoPro or your phone. He like did this like walk up to the car, open the door. I'm like, I love that creativity, man. I do. I was just like, when he was walking through the yard sales, and I do it too. I notice like if my GoPro angle is weird, I'll go back and watch it. And I'm like, dang, I looked this item in my hand and my GoPro's like pointing over here the whole time. And I'm like, oh great. You know. So
I'm trying to think of how to please Tracy now. Let's figure out how am I gonna get something like that going.
there you go. She said, yeah, I like people falling and getting hurt.
So gotta figure that one out.
Sam, you got it so right, man. Unless you're Andy. Andy could make a bad video and it might win an Emmy. Like his editing is just on point. Yeah, and Jimmy, I'm actually filming for the first time because I'll be off my challenge this Saturday. Is my first time filming some yard sales. Just excited, honestly, just to get out there. So I'm gonna be taking my stab at, you know, how awkward it is. Jimmy, have you ever experienced somebody complaining about you recording at a yard sale? I've heard that from some people. Yes, some people no.
I think Cincinnati Picker got made once. I know that Josh from Harry Tornado got made once.
Yeah.
Sort by sold and complete, and if you wanted to fast turnover, never buy anything with more listed than sold. Interesting. Yeah, but how am I going to find? I mean, that's rare finds at that point. I mean, obviously, I'm going to sit on things. Question is really how long to sit on them for.
Are you talking about Tommy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, besides, like, you see, I was asking Josh when I was in the thrift store, I'm like, how do I even you were talking about these wicker baskets. How do you even search for that? Like, all I could figure is like, if it's a wicker basket, that's the shape of a bunny rabbit wicker basket, and see if it comes up. But then you have to spend another 15, 20 minutes going down to find it and see, oh, I found it. And then you have to figure out those keywords and then put those in. And then that's time consuming. I mean, and even with the shoes, you're not sure exactly what type of shoe. If you're new like me coming into it and you're looking at a shoe, like I can't tell the difference between an Asics running shoe versus an Asics workout shoe or so on and so forth. So I obviously I had Josh on the phone, thank God, and I figured it out that way. But how do you really figure those things out? I mean, especially when you're got to get in, you don't want to spend so much time in the thrift store. I spent like 3 hours in there and just trying to get everything figured out.
Cat knows about those long those long times in the thrift store. We had a good chat about that. I was like, yeah, when you spend too much time.
I spend way too much
I love
time
Sam's comment. Google Lens. I'd be curious to see what those are comping at right now. When those things came out, they were the glasses where you could still I think they had the computer lens in one side.
Yeah.
You could
Are
set
they
them
still
to record. They came out and they like flopped so bad, but I bet you like if somebody still had those. Yeah, no one is complaining. My wife says, yeah, do you tell people you're filming when you go to yard sales or just do it? That's a good question, honey.
I don't think you tell people you're going. I think you just go in there and like if they ask, you say, "Yeah, I'm filming. I have a YouTube channel. Here's my card."
Uniquely me, Tracy's Google Lens video. Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. Gotta check that one out. Hold on. Uh-oh, I'm leaving the chat on the other one.
Couple of people. Yep. They're like, yep, we just do it.
Just do it. Yeah.
But yeah, Jimmy, I definitely get your point, man. What you were saying earlier, I've realized when I have to go back and watch, it's like I have to switch my brain to get the energy back up because yeah, you feel like you're just doing a review when you're doing your talk over. So I try to find, like, as weird as it sounds, the things that I mess up on or the things, and I've only done a couple of them, so I'm trying to get better with it, but where I messed up on and like, oh my gosh, why did I look at the same pair of shoes 3 weeks in a row? Like I went to the same thrift store, saw the same pair of shoes and I picked them up every time and I never bought them. You know, I want to emphasize on that because if you have somebody that's watched your videos for the same weeks, they're like, why is Josh picking up that dumb pair of shoes over and over? You know, so I want to point it out as well in my commentary to where it's like, and that way it ties in your personality a little bit too. Mr. Bill said, I had a guy ask me at the yard sale the other day why I had a body cam on and if I was a police officer. Man, that's the power dad right there. He's like, yep, feeding the baby.
You know what? My wife didn't let me feed the baby. She didn't want to put any bottles and so on and so forth, so I got away lucky.
That's a good point. I try to work on that filter a little bit because I'll realize, like, I don't want people to go crazy on, like, the they watch, you know, or I think Matt talked about it, or they go back and watch and like, oh my gosh, they underbid me at the yard sale. I had it for $5. They gave me $2, and then they sold it for $50. Oh, great. You know, I know Matt's had that happen a few times over part-time pickers. I want to give them flack for making money off of stuff. I found all the names of my Monster High dolls. Yeah, Google Lens this time. There we go. Just tell them you're in the witness protection. It's fine.
Yeah, that'll make them run away. I mean, they're selling their stuff for so cheap. Like, they're really gonna... Yeah, I was just finding that one. Need to rack up the brownie points for a stormy day. Yeah. I hear you. I definitely hear you. But she doesn't allow me to do it. Then what am I gonna do? Besides, my kids are like at 7. I have what? Yeah, 1 7, 1 4, and 1 1. The 1 year old at this point, where I'm basically helping out with, but the other ones take
Yeah,
care of themselves.
I agree with you, Jimmy. Yeah, the filming part, it's like I'll get an idea, just like when I started filming with the GoPro, not realizing how hard it was to get that upload, the rendering time, editing time on GoPro footage, and I'm editing on my phone and I'm recording on my phone. It's instant. It just I can flip a video out really quick. But I did have a question for you, Jimmy, and everybody else that's doing content. Something I started working on this week was writing down, almost like a TV show aspect, but writing down ideas. I'm kind of putting down days and times when I can do it. Or do I scratch through an idea because it's going to take too much time editing? Or, if I say, oh, I want to do all my sales for the week, am I going to remind myself to film every day when I do my packages? So if I did a end of week, here were my sales for the week. Now I can actually show you some of my best things. Am I going to remember to film Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? So it's just I've been trying to work on writing ideas down for videos and then marking out the one so I don't like fictitiously fall in love with them because I like the idea, but it's going to require too much time and too much work because you don't want to make doing your video take up all your time. Nana Pink actually requested it a couple weeks ago. She goes, yeah, how about people just make raw footage videos? And I say, hey, if you're starting out, do it.
So it's gonna be raw footage with the bloopers. You're gonna get all the bloopers.
Hey, that's what it takes, man.
I even got a part of me getting gas.
But
one thing to question is like when you're recording, like, and going through and seeing everything, like how are you comping while you're recording? I mean, if you have a GoPro, I get it. If you don't have a GoPro and you're using your phone, you need to use your phone to comp.
Yeah, so I would film 2 different segments. It's the trick I was telling you last night, Yakov. So if I filmed with my phone, I would film myself what you saw putting in the basket, but I told Yakov I do the 2 parts of a shopping basket trick. If I don't need to look it up and I'm confident, I drop it. I usually have my IKEA bag in the bottom bigger part of a shopping cart. So I put my IKEA bag down there. I don't need to really look it up. I know it's going to go for this much profit or higher. I throw it directly in the bag. But that top part of the shopping cart, if you don't have a kid with you, typically where a child would sit, I'll stack stuff there that I need to list. So from the viewer's point, I'm putting everything into the basket. I'm just filling my basket. Then I turn the camera off. I go somewhere else in the store. Typically, if I need to look up, 10 items, I go somewhere else in the store, look up all my comps, and then I either film it or don't film it. And usually in that time, I'm now moving. Either I'm going to keep it and drop it in the lower part, or I'm going to take it back and put it on the shelf. So that's the cool part when I do the voiceover, because then I can say, hey, yep, pick these shoes up. I wasn't sure on them. I was able to look them up later. It looks like they're going for $30. But the trick I do for myself is, stuff that I know is going to comp bottom basket. I just basically make it into 2 piles, so I know what I need to look up, what I don't need to look up. That's just my little method to my madness.
I hear. Tommy said most have 2 phones, something on or something on a hotspot. I could probably use my work phone, but it's like you're recording this and then you're like trying to eBay that. Here, let's see. Work phone, recording phone. I guess I could do it like this and just sit there and just continue going and see what happens. It might work. People are gonna look at me like I'm nuts. Like, what the heck are you doing?
Hey, Tell him to subscribe. Yakov Benz.
Yeah, subscribe. You know what? I'm in New York. I don't think they'll ask questions.
Yep. Kat says, yeah, I'll record and stop to look it up. It was annoying. That's why she got the GoPro. Same thing. That's why I ended up going to the GoPro, because recording, not recording, recording, not recording. Yeah. Yeah, so Tommy says, yeah, how close is he?
Yeah, because
Oh,
he said that
he said
Larry
so
Bell
close.
just puts up raw footage without even previewing. Then answer so close that he can smell everyone. He can't see.
Tommy says, can he see into the future in the monitor? Dan says, yeah, he acts like it's a crystal ball.
Oh, poor guy.
But yeah, I'm excited, guys. We're gonna wait. We're gonna make Yakov Light go Instagram live.
Yeah,
We're gonna make this the
Instagram
largest.
is another animal altogether. Let's work
He's
one.
probably not gonna premiere it. He's probably just gonna post it and say, "Go watch it if you want."
Yeah, but you know,
we're
I have 41 subscribers, so whoever these 41 people are gonna figure out that Jakob Benz put out a video.
Your first video, you'll pass 100 subs, man. It just will.
Whatever.
Everybody's gonna share it. They're gonna get the word
I'm
out.
gonna have to do a giveaway already.
He's like, "You want to know what I'm giving away? I got this box of makeup in my back closet."
Don't even ask. Don't even ask.
Guys, he's got good film. He could just set his phone up on the table on the side and just show himself going through his stuff. Guys,
I have clothes galore. I have makeup only because I did a Wholesale Ninjas lot just when everything was going on because I couldn't thrift. And yeah, so that's sitting. And then I have everything I've picked up from online auctions.
Yep.
Those are sitting. Then I have a whole videotapes and DVDs given to me by people to get rid of. And my parents decided to dump some stuff on me. So yeah, it's my death pile.
Sorry, I was messaging Kat real quick.
No problems. What should you give away? Jimmy, good question. Good question.
Jimmy, can I message you on Instagram? Because I'm working on
some good toys. You have good toys. You have good toy finds. You see, Sam, that's one thing I've noticed also. Macari is basically for toys. You can't sell anything else. I have a bag, and now look, I went on bulk.com when everything was going down, and I got a lot. And I'm stuck with a bag of tampons, literally a bag of tampons. And I cannot get rid of them because eBay doesn't still let me list them. But Macari, I could try, but they're not going to sell. They go for pennies.
Hey, can somebody's a mod in here. I don't know if anybody's not subscribed to Uncle B, but can we just help him out? I want to see Jimmy go ahead and pass that 500. I want to see his celebration.
I say I'm sorry that I'm subbed already.
No, that's okay. It's like I have work emails. I can sub to multiple emails. That's fine.
Interesting. I didn't think about it that way. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, all right. Yeah,
don't worry. Some of you, there's 3 of me sub to you right now. I have 3 different emails that I sub to people. Just to be fair, you know. There it is. There's the link. YouTube.com. What? Oh.
You know how it seems like
Sam just said, did you compare the sell-through rate of tampons to toys?
Believe it or not, I have to say that when eBay was allowing me to do it, and they didn't take it away from me for at least 2 weeks into the whole thing, I did pretty nice sales on tampons. And these are open box, brand new stuff, open box. So, and besides, I couldn't find toys at the time, so I had to do something. I was bored.
She says they do have a pull string, Sam. Oh, you guys are killing me. Oh my gosh.
Yes, they do.
Who told you about these monitors? No, I want to message you, Jimmy, because I'm thinking of not an old school way, but something different that might work for that 500 celebration.
Tested? Yeah, protested. That took me 2 seconds to actually think about.
Yeah. I know good general information. Matt, like he's doing his giveaway, and I love his like giveaway, and hint hint, he makes them connect with him on his Instagram. So if you guys haven't known, Matt at Part Time Pickers, he's been working on. He now has a close to his video with a sub button, and Homeboy's been stepping up his Instagram game. So he's doing his giveaway, and he's like, "Hey, go connect with me, message me on Instagram." I was like, he's getting them Instagram numbers up. Yeah, I see what he's doing. But it's a great way to filter kind of who the winner is. You're making the bot jump from one, if it is a bot, you're making them jump on another platform to get connected with you. I love that idea.
Nana also decides to give away random things at her lives.
Yeah.
What's up, the Kelly Hustle?
Yeah. We got Philly in the house. We got Calvin. Man, thank you guys for hanging out. We got 24 people on a live that was unplanned, hanging out because Yakov wanted something.
You should actually plan a live now. We'll probably get more people.
Yeah, we'll work on that.
Got to fit you into Nana's schedule.
Yep, Velvet in the house.
Tommy, weren't you doing a live every night at one point? Did I missed something that had ended?
Did Matt change his YouTube banner? All I know is I've been watching his videos because he's very like regimental. If you guys have ever noticed, he's not gonna pull out any fancy tricks, but his closing song, it got to another lyric, and I was like, his closes never go this far. It's always like, thanks for watching, and he has the picture up, and it's like, here for next video, here to subscribe, and the song went a little bit longer. So I was like, yeah, I think he's been working on it. I think he's really been focusing. And then on Instagram, he was actually doing some sales on Instagram. A couple weeks ago, he was selling some T-shirts on Instagram. Hey, check these out. Just got these in. And I was like, hey, that's pretty sweet. He's been working on the game. I'm definitely one of those people that's like, don't change yourself. Don't change your personality. Be you. That's what I said. Yakov, I was like, you don't have to fake an accent to get attention. You don't have to fake your energy.
Fake an accent. How am I faking an accent? I don't even hear an accent. You guys hearing an accent? Anybody hearing an accent? I mean, the red has an accent. The redneck resellers have an accent. What accent do I have?
We were talking about that last night too. Oh, she said, yeah, she did that banner. What are you talking about? Yeah, she's listening. Exactly. I love what because Jimmy, I wanna hit you up about a conversation a few weeks ago. Because dude, I love what you're doing, man. And yes, dude, like hit me up on Instagram. I owe it all to Jimmy and Frank. Well, I'm not gonna say all, but a lot of it to Jimmy and Frank, who said, hey man, we love what you're doing. Jump on the show. I think I was at 6 subscribers, maybe 15. And I jumped on a live with them on a Friday. they changed the rules for Friday because that was my day off. And these guys threw me in the live and I think got me past like 50 or 60 subs in like one live show with them. And they took a chance hanging out with this crazy guy that was getting into reselling. And we told a lot of good jokes. And then I got to meet one of my now another good growing friend. You know, I love so many people in this chat, but Dan the Answer Man. Connecting with Dan, connecting with so many other people in the chat. Man, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, yeah. See, Mr. Bill says, yeah, you have a heavy accent. Hey, Jakob, can you say, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Better? Joey has an accent. Joey has a real hardcore IT Italian accent.
I like that you just said IT.
Yeah.
See? It's coming out, Jakob.
Oh, well.
What all right, I'm gonna ask everybody in the chat. Does anyone know? And Jakob, you may know. Somebody in here may know. Does anybody know Jakob's real first name?
Oh, that? Oh, no. Tommy knows that. But Tommy said something about knowing Matt's job. I have no idea what Matt's job is. It's top secret, apparently. He's FBI or something. Go figure.
Jimmy, that could be your prize. Your prize is you do a big contest and you'll tell people what Matt's real job is. And you can pretty much make it up because no one really knows.
He looks like a cop. To be very honest, he looks like a cop who basically works the nights, and that's that.
Very true, except when he said he had certain security privileges.
Oh, I didn't know. I
didn't think law enforcement because he said his job had him around a lot. He had to be exposed to a lot of the virus stuff, like where he went into somewhere with security clearance or something.
As my emoji will go.
Yeah. Anyone in here have 2 channels? I do not. Jimmy does. Uncle B. Uncle B's got his reseller channel and also his awesome sports talk. Yeah, she said iMovie will only upload.
No beard allowed at work. Hint. Well, that could also, believe it or not, be working in a hospital.
Well,
I don't think cops. I think cops are allowed to have beards. I mean, at least in New York, they are.
It's based on their department.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you heard what happened in New York.
No.
The of a mayor decided to. Yes, and I think every Democrat and Republican all agree that our mayor is a schmuck. So I'm talking to everybody. I'm not going into politics. He basically ended the plainclothes cop unit because of everything that's going on. He ended the plainclothes cop unit in order to try to stop cops from abusing their power, I guess. They have to stop abusing the power. We all agreed to that, but I don't think that was a smart move. Personally, I have no idea what everybody else thinks.
Hey, I think everybody's been having except for probably, I don't know. We're going on vacation to Florida. If Kat's still in here, I don't Florida's trying to release all the newest stats, and I'm not going to get into this channel talking about all the crazy stuff going on, but I was like, I'm heading down there next month. Seems like things have been pretty chill, but I don't know. I try to turn a lot of the news off right now. It's not worth it. It's just so not worth it.
I actually even took a video while I was driving of 34th. There was the 34th precinct by us in Washington Heights in Manhattan. There was a protest going on, so I got a quick vid of that. A legit quick vid. It was just people sitting on the floor in the middle of the street, blocking traffic. Typical New Yorkers.
Yeah, he said, "Yep, it's not working that well up in New York." Yeah. Yeah, I was like,
Tommy, that's what I meant.
I try to just I jump on YouTube and I watch funny challenge videos, reseller videos. Watch some of my daily, not daily, they're weekly vloggers, but they do 3 to 4 videos a week. I watch them because I like being invested with some of their life, but also their creative content. They do pretty good.
I think most
yeah.
of the rioting stopped. A couple of people in Florida not having rioting. I think most of the rioting basically stopped. And if you want to call peaceful protests, it's probably peaceful protests at this point.
Yep.
And then cops doing wrong things and ending up on YouTube and ending up on.
Dan the Answer Man, subby number 26.
There you go.
Another one that I
He's
love
not
the
going
guy. Takes part in this community. He's like, I just like hanging out and chatting with the community, getting to know everybody. Like, I love that stuff, man.
Troy Mountain Men Treasure is like, I'm going to set a goal. I want to get you at 1,000 subscribers before you even put out a video.
Yeah.
Good luck. Good luck with that goal.
Dan the Answer Man. I like the reseller videos that incorporate some of their personal life into the video as well. Keeps me more engaged and wanting
That's what we
to
spoke
check
about yesterday as well.
back in. Yeah, no, I feel you, Mr. Bill. I like meeting more elements of people. I paused the video, so my wife, I don't know if she's still in the chat, but my wife, she's got a half sleeve tattoo. I think that's super, super cool. You know, I think she's had this, it was 3 different sittings, but one of the coolest parts, watching Cincinnati, watching John today, was watching his video at a yard sale, and he was with his 2 kids and his wife, and they're yard selling together, and he was teaching his daughter. His daughter like haggled a deal. I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like, and then his wife has like this, like, it's probably a 1/3 sleeve. And I was like, oh man, I paused it. It was like this weather balloon, really nice detail. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. And I was like, no offense, I don't see John with all these tattoos. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I was like, I guess they're like, they like, it's just fun. You get to know a little bit more of a person and their life and what they're doing, man. That's just some fun stuff. Tommy and Tracy are intrigued by me that I watched this reselling YouTube circus.
I think we got to get Dan to actually start reselling.
No, I told Dan the other day, Dan keeps resellers going. I told him. He said, because he told me, he goes, I'm not in doing all this other stuff. I said, yes, Dan, but you go buy stuff and you probably give it away. And he's like, well, yeah. And I was like, sweet. And see, Dan's related to some resellers. His best friend's a reseller. So, like, you know, they got great connections because they got Dan. But I was like, we need people like Dan. We need people out there that are putting money into the market and then either donating stuff to thrift stores, giving stuff away, getting rid of it. That's what keeps fueling resellers. So I love it.
I just like seeing the money come in after I sell something.
I like, yes, space. Guys, if you see Dan's office, Dan's like, no, I'm not making room for all that stuff. No way.
I didn't make room. I just dumped everything on top of each other. It's just a pile.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Chris, and the hat is back, sir. Go Vols.
Did I even subscribe to Dan? Let's go subscribe to Dan.
see. There we go. That's the link to Dan. I had to watch it though because I was like,
Oh, he has a few videos up.
yep. He doesn't do any resale content, but yeah, it's like you. You have a few videos up.
I have like one video of like nursing that I did in college, but that's about it. That was just for a project. If anybody wants to check that out, it's not even me. It's like my classmates.
Oh, Chris, give me a hard time. Chris, your video time length has been good, man.
I guess you got another 2 subscribers there. Then one is me. I don't know what the other one is. Gary, what's up? We're just gonna keep going.
What's up? Yeah, I got to meet Gary through a live a couple weeks back. He said he'll be at 50 in 2027.
Hey, I'm at 41. If I wait another few days and start really like pushing, I might be able to move it.
Dude, I'm telling you.
It's only like 9 people. Anybody who's not subscribed here to Yaakov Benz, go subscribe. Eventually, I'm gonna come out with a video one of these days. That was
There's my
recorded
wife
already,
still
and
here.
I'll figure it out.
But yeah, no. So like, all right, Tuesday's game plan. Does anybody stick to like a? Yeah, double check that now, Jimmy. Yaakov, you gotta throw your link in there, man.
All right, we'll throw my link in there. How do again? I don't even know how to run these things. I'm gonna have to figure it out. Go to my channel somehow. As I said, the first time I actually checked out my channel was yesterday.
Yeah, Dan's doing it the old school way. I like that, Dan. Organic, man. You don't need any miracle grow for your channel. You just let sunshine and water do its work.
There's the link.
All right, he's dropping it in now. He's dropping it in now, Jimmy.
Think, Chris, as well.
Boom. Already subscribed. You're at 44.
44. Oh, wow.
Look at that.
That's impressive already.
You hear that, guys? That was his phone. That was all
That was
four
my
of his
phone. Yeah, buzzing telling me you got a new subscriber.
It's alerting him now. It's going to blow up all night. Look at that. There we go. Chris subscribed. Gary subscribed. Yeah.
Whoever BB0647 subscribed.
All right. He's going to be 50 before the night's over, everybody.
That's it. Wow. I made 50 subscribers before I actually put out a video. I could put that in my title. Now I really have to push to do the video.
I just got a message from somebody that made an offer on a pair of Puma wedges.
How much?
Here's the funny part.
How much was it listed first?
$25.
Okay. What's the offer?
They made an offer of 20. I'm doing the live, so I didn't click on the offer.
Did you buy it out?
No, in the title, I don't want to expose the name, but so they made an offer on Puma Ferrari wedges, lace up, size 8.5. Like it's literally like a wedge shoe.
All right.
It says, "Hello, I made an offer on this item, but I didn't realize it was a woman's shoe. So I need to go ahead and retract my offer. Sorry about that."
Oh, great.
What if I had accepted that and like they just didn't reread nothing?
I actually accepted an offer on a woman's top yesterday, and then she sends me a whole song and a dance story telling me that it's a sob story. Oh, I had a dress that would match this perfectly, and yada 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 yada. I don't want it in the end. Fine, thank you very much. Just get to the point. Cancel my order, please.
All right, guys, one more. He is at 49.
Oh.
I want to check what's Dan at. Dan is at 33.
I am at 49. Wow.
Boom. Off to an auction. Thanks so much, Gary. We appreciate you, man.
We do.
Thanks, Mary. Mary, you've been so awesome. I love if I'm at work and a video is played and Mary just leaves such good, encouraging comments. Thank you so much, Mary. I think she found my channel through another reseller. Thank you so much. I appreciate that kind of
Get a
stuff.
picture. We need to see the face. 50, 50, 50. Oh, wow. I got 50.
Boom.
10-4.
Old school.
All right, 50. I definitely have to come out with a video now. All right, people.
Oh, sorry, Chris. I'm up to 230.
Oh, I'm at 51.
Man, it's just rolling.
That's what it's about.
34, Dan.
Dan's at 34. Oh, that's it. That's what we should do. We should just get people to come on so we could get there. We're gonna promote your channel here. Get it up.
We're forcing you to make
That's
a
how you're
video.
gonna get views. That's how you could get views. We could just put in the title. Do you want subs? Watch our video.
Tommy said he was 51. What's up, man? It was so good putting a face to the name for old school. Seeing you the other week, man. The only thing, Tennessee will beat LSU at its number of subs. We'll see. We'll see. We got a pretty good recruiting class this year. I'm excited. If people are allowed to play, I'm hoping so.
All right, Tracy. He's a passer. I don't think he could put it up.
I mean, she's definitely right.
Yes, I agree.
I'm like, you jump on lives, but all right, it's time for that. Like, what was that like after school program? The More You Know, like, or it'd be on the commercials. It was like the little star that shoots across the sky. It was like the little encouraging thing after a TV show or a cartoon. I like jumping on here, but what I 100% want to do is to be an encouragement. Like I said, me and Yakov, dude, we've been chatting almost every day. I love it. I love connecting with people. I love helping people, whatever I can do. So I like jumping into chats as much as I can. I do try to spend, the time with my family when I can. But dude, I just love this community. Like, I really do. Getting to know people, where they are, where they're from, what they sell, if they do sell, if they don't sell, that doesn't matter to me. I love that kind of stuff. She said, yeah, she was testing me. I'm pretty quick. The more you know. There it is. I know. What do you guys think of, especially for content creators on YouTube? What do we think of now that I think all states, at least thrift stores are back open? I know California just opened up, or parts of California opened back up. What if we do some like thrift challenges going into the next month of July? I wonder if everybody will be honest with it, but I was thinking like, you can only spend $20. You can go to as many thrift stores as you want. You can buy as many items as you want. If you don't spend over $20, and then you see what your net profit is off of those. And like, yeah, you're not going to sell everything extremely fast, but maybe you could like look up sold comps. Like, I think it's a good way to show some bolos. It'll get people an excuse to go out and thrift. I just need everybody to have an honor system and not just pull like their $1,000 item that they have in their house and be like, yeah, I found this at a thrift store today. Only paid $1.
Yeah, I can't. That's why I can't stand watching yard sales. because there's like nothing here in New York because of everything, and yeah.
There we go. If you guys have not joined Chris, we're just giving everybody the subs now. And he's trying to pass me. That's what he's doing.
Just in time. Where are you at that there's no thrift stores?
I know, and that's what every time I mention it, like I mentioned it to Kat one time, and she was like, it's like an hour for me to get to a thrift store. And I was like, well, yeah, that's true.
So again, I had a problem because New York, they're legit. Within New York, there are no thrift. There nothing, especially where I live, specifically Staten Island. There's one Salvation Army, and forget it. The prices are skyrocket. New York City prices, and believe it or not, I called the thrift stores in Jersey to find out if they're open, and all I got was we're still closed because of Corona. But then I ended up calling another thrift store, which is more down south in Jersey, just 20 minutes away from me. So I'm basically in the middle split. And they answered the phone and said, yeah, we've been open for a week. I'm like, how's that possible? So they say, yeah, we're part of New Jersey, Philly, the Goodwills. And the other ones are part of the New York, New Jersey. So New York, New Jersey, which is 20 minutes the other way, is closed. And 20 minutes this way is open. All right.
Yeah, and I forgot who else, because I remember you were mentioning that to me yesterday, kind of where you have to drive to go. New York's a big thing. I see Rally Roots talk about it a little bit. If you're near a big city, my fun question is to know with everybody is, are you near a big city or let's say a big prominent college town? Because I feel like the thrift stores that are near the college towns, A, get a ton of resellers, and B, those Goodwills aren't dumb. They mark their prices up pretty quick. Because I know near me, I can get about 45 minutes. I can get to a Goodwill, a very large Goodwill, near literally, I think right outside the college campus. And shoes that I get at my Goodwill for $5, there's $35. They had they have enough customer clientele. I think they had 6 or 8 dressing rooms with lines of people. I mean, people pushing like 2 shopping carts. I'm telling you. Dan says, I don't like yard sales and thrift stores because my mom wanted to go there when I was a kid. I would just stay in the car. Scarred childhood. Resellers are therapy. Oh, here's a good question, Yakov. How did you get into the reselling community?
Oh, this community specifically?
Yeah.
I was randomly searching, I guess, something about eBay. So I was selling on eBay before, and I was randomly searching, and I found the Hairy Tornado. So I started watching him. Then that led me to a lot of Josh, and then I said, "Hey, there's other people out here." And then all of a sudden, like Hairy Tornado put out exactly what we did here is we put out to everybody on the chat, jump on in, come on and chat, and everybody jumped on. Joey, Kat, and I said, "Whoa, let me say hi." And then I was like surprised. That was my first live that I was ever on, and I was just like, "I'm at work. Hi, I can actually be on YouTube. That's so cool. It works."
Mm-hmm. I remember that live, man. That was the live that Joey was in his mail truck.
Yeah, that was the first live that Joey got on. It was the first thing that Joey did, and it was like
I was in that chat, man. That was like the chat that birthed a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Mary, this is a really good point. Mary, you are doing what I encourage every person to do. They go, and you guys, this is just what I encourage people to do. I get them to go try. I don't know what advice, if you get advice, but I go through and I went and studied Hairy Tornado, Matt, Part-Time Pickers, Cincinnati Picker, some of the big ones, because those are the ones that show up quickly. But I went and I studied resellers. I discovered Kat. I discovered Jimmy. I watched some lives. I had been selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace, selling stuff on the side for years, honestly. But when I wanted to get into eBay sales and kind of go full force into it, I studied some of the resellers and what they found, what sold good, what didn't so good. I studied for 4 months, and so when other people were like, "How do I get in it?" I was asked today at lunch, "How do you know what sells really good?" I was like, "I go learn from other people. I see what they do good. I see what they don't do good, and I do what I can."
Exactly, Tommy, on you need exact items. No, Bill, my name is Jake. Nice to meet you.
It's Jake, everybody. He was sharing the story with me last night on Yaakov Benz. Guys, if you didn't know, Yaakov Benz is not his name at all. He is in the witness.
Is my Hebrew name.
Hebrew name, yes.
Benz
But
is the abbreviation of my last name.
But like, this is his witness protection name. That's what we figured out.
Yeah.
He's faking the accent. He's actually from like North Dakota.
How do you do a North Dakota accent?
Exactly. It doesn't sound like that.
I have to YouTube that.
Yep. It's Jake from State Farm.
And yes, I am wearing khakis. I get that all the time. I can't tell you that I contact my patients. Hi, my name is Jake. I'm the visiting nurse with Visiting Nurse Service, and I wanted to let you know that I'm coming to make a visit today. And like, Jake, what are you wearing?
Telling you, man. Yeah, he shared that with me. I think it was last night. I was like, yeah. We were just talking just about life, and he goes, "Yeah, Yaakov's not really, it's my Hebrew name." I was like, "Well, I kind of figured that. I mean, you're Jewish, Yaakov. It makes sense." He goes, "Nah, my name is Jacob. I go by Jake." And I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Why don't you change it?" He's like, "Nah, I put it on YouTube. Everybody knows me as Yaakov now." Oh, Adam Sandler's son.
I don't think I look like him, but all right.
Here, answer this question for my wife, i.e. me.
Toys. That's the answer to that. Toys.
I've seen a lot of that. A lot of toys and video games. Sam's not in the chat.
Sam fell asleep with the baby? Oh, no, he's here.
Dan said, "Tell them no pants." Straight Donald Duck.
We need your help.
There's Chris. Decent plush. That's a good idea. Sam gave really good advice. I'll share what. No, it was Emily Conway. Sam was in the chat, kind of reaffirming what she said, and they were like, "Yeah, jump on Macari." They were like, "This is just good knowledge." They said eBay's been out for a long time, so some of eBay's possible clientele have been on eBay for a long time, so they're getting older. They might be 30 plus, They said Macari is just like the new introduced reseller platform that's more of somebody in the 25 to 35 age range, to where they said you've seen stuff sit on your eBay store for forever and it does really well on Macari because you're getting a different generation that's now using Macari than the generation that's using eBay. And I was like, that's really good perspective. Don't know if it's totally true. Yeah, she said VHS, hats, clothes, video games, books, CDs. I know Sam said he's had a lot of success with books on there. One of his most recent videos. Macari tells you what's sold in the last 10 minutes. All right, so Chris, so you cross-post everything? You keep that organized in your inventory? That'd be my question. How do you make sure you don't pull an item and forget to take it down? Do you have a system set up for that?
Looks like your wife found a new gig.
Oh, we've been talking about it the last
You
couple
can
weeks.
do it. It's like the Rev and Nikki T. It's perfect. The pastor and the Reverend and his wife. It works out. She'll start doing Macari as well.
Oh, we've been talking about it because she helps me with the listings here, and we actually did mention that exactly. I said, how about you run the stuff on here, and I'll run eBay, and we'll see what we can knock out.
Dan, I need that magic date. Give me that magic date.
You got to watch the moon.
Oh, that's what it is.
It's with the lunar eclipse. Okay. See, that's what I get worried about, man. Is like I had a crazy. Yeah, I was sharing it last night. I had a crazy Sunday where it was just Sunday night and I shipped out like 17 items. And I was like, I can imagine not remembering when I go to work the next day to take down all that stuff. Dan the answer man. He knows when the dates are. Yeah, you're gonna Yakov, you're gonna have a tough time.
Like from that bulk lot, I had a lot of like over the counter supplements. So all of those went. Everything is gone. So I only have like $30 left out of $200. I have $30 left to actually break even, and a whole bag of freaking tampons.
Because listen, and when you make that listing, does tampons even give you an option for open box, or do you have to put pre-owned?
Yeah, no, I put them in brand new. They were all counted for. They're all there and so on. Yeah, pre-owned tampons.
Oh man, like that's one of those listings that
I should sell them on YouTube. Anybody here want tampons? Hit me up. Subscribe, hit me up because I got a whole bag.
Oh, that's just like one of those things you don't want to see listed as pre-owned, like ever. But yeah. So let me look at some final numbers here. Cajun got two more, 225. Yakov, you're sitting at 51.
That's fine.
Dan the man, 36. Rolling. I love it. Cajun, you said you have there's an auction.
No, there's an auction starting now that I'm starting the auction for the tampons. I should bring them upstairs and like show them off already. Should get onto one of those auction YouTube ones. See if
you should open you up another small store and be like Yakov's odd items.
Yeah, right. Yeah, a lot of stuff in that one.
That way, you might just get so many repeat customers buying weird stuff, dude.
Nana apparently has a lot of ephemera that should work. 4th of July is going to sell fireworks. Hey, you're the pastor. You're clicking on these.
Yakov's going to have his children out there, like, lighting the end of it.
You know what? With everything that's going on with it, oh, you guys don't know. I'm sorry. You're not from New York. New York has a very big problem now with fireworks. Everybody, the whole project is going crazy every night, and people are complaining left and right about sounds of fireworks going off all hours of the night. That they held a protest at our schmuck mayor's house yesterday, and they just honked at 2:00 in the morning. Just line of cars honking, blowing sirens, blowing horns, just piss them off and all.
Yes, see, Dan knows. I do. I have a great sense of humor. Like, I try to stay quick to the draw. I do have a really good filter, but yeah. Even in my wonderful church office, we still have tons of Michael Scott quotes, You get random people yelling, "That's what she said." So. But yeah, I think we will like. I
40.
I want to get some listing done. I'm gonna work on that. Jimmy, please send me the link. I want to jump on you and Aaron's show. Like, I watched the other one with Old School. That was a lot of fun. Do not light while in use. Or should you?
No.
I just watched Scott's Tots episode tonight. Season 6, I think episode 12, 13. But yeah. No, I might wrap up here, guys. I do have to get some listing done. It just definitely gets to that time where I'm like, if I feel myself getting tired, I'm like, I still have to pump out another hour and a half. Getting listings done, working on this. I want to hit 150 new listings by Friday. I am at 80. So what's that? 60 more? 70 more. 70 more listings in the next 3 days.
Good luck. I'm
Yakov,
just gonna
and I
watch my
challenge
best
you.
child grow.
I challenge you, Yakov.
Challenge me to put out a video. That's I think the challenge I gotta work on.
All right, let's see. By oh no, I know your schedule. By next Monday. Next Monday. Video.
I think it might be possible if I have Sunday off. It should be good.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
When's
See,
our next vlog, Josh? We're gonna just
look, it's catching on. Thanks, Josh and Jake.
sounds good to me.
Hey, thanks so much, Mr. Bill. I love that you're jumping in these, hanging out, having a good time. Yeah, we keep saying Mr. Bill. That's me and Dan were talking about this. SSK promo or SSK promo. Don't put it in the chat. Like, make that your first video content. People have to figure out your first name because I love his profile pic, and he just goes, "Yeah, just call." See, he already did. It's Ken. Man.
2 listings? Tracy, what are you listing? That takes so long.
She said that's her acceptance to the challenge.
Oh, that's
I
acceptable.
promise to get 2 listings done by Sunday. All right, so Dan, are we gonna make that official? We're gonna do Friday Night Live. Same time. What do we do? 10 o'clock? 10:30?
I can't. I'm not there Friday night.
I know. Me and Dan had a good time in that one. I think we had 4 people in the chat this past Friday night. But this time, Dan, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, Dan, let me know what time works for you because I know you're a few hours back on dinner. But I will schedule a live for this Friday night. There you go. Set low goals, you won't fail. So Yakov, get the video done by November. There you go.
Yeah.
Make it an easy goal. There you go. I made myself do listings last night, Chris. I made myself. I was like, I'm not going to bed until I list a few things.
I didn't sell anything today. Believe it or not, everything's been quiet today. Nothing going. Not even an offer. I don't even think I even have an availability to make an offer to anybody.
Yeah, Chris. I know. Just last time I was trying to. Okay, let me know. Last time he had to grab dinner and stuff, so I want to make sure. I like having Dan on the show. We had some good Wu-Tang chat last time with Calvin. It was a lot of fun. We just had a good music chat in general. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. But hey, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the fun. Bill said it best. Like, have some entertainment. Tell some jokes. Like, goof off, get to know each other. Thank you so much, Yakov, aka Jake, for always hanging out, for all your encouragement, your hard work.
I didn't do any encouragement.
You do,
You
man.
did.
No, you do it. You
No,
you got this,
we're
man.
gonna go back and forth for this for another hour.
But yeah, love you guys. You're a great family. Keep doing what you're doing. Push yourself, Tracy. Push yourself to do more than 2 sales, or is that Lisa? You just got to push yourself more than 2 listings. Get stuff listed. Make some money. Flip it for some money. Maybe that's what we'll talk about Friday night. What were our Monday through Friday sales, and what are we looking forward to for the weekend sales? So let's have a good one. Have a great night, everybody. Take care.
Everybody.
Hit me up on Instagram if you got any questions, comments, or how I can help you out.
He's good. Good resource.
Hit me up on Instagram. Hit Yakov up if he doesn't get to you because he's working 3 jobs and doing crazy stuff. But yeah, everybody, have a great night. We'll talk to you soon. Catch ya later.
Bye.